What have I got? Right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kieran and welcome to my first Fallout topic video, which is everything we know so far about Fallout New California. Fallout New California is a fan-made mod being developed by Brandon Lee and Radian Helix Media. I think I said that right, I probably said that wrong, but fuck it. And is an unofficial prequel to Fallout New Vegas. New Cali was originally known as Fallout Project Brazil, which I played a good while back on Twitch on my old channel. Back then the intro was done and it was actually pretty interesting. I remember playing it and getting quite into it. And then after like I left the vault area, it became like you got out and then this one quest was glitched to fuck. Like I did not know what was happening there. The world was unfinished, everything was unfinished. And I'm like, yeah, okay, turn it off. That whole prologue bit was fun and good. But obviously it's not ready. But yeah, this mod is now ready. The mod back then was originally planned to be a prologue to New Vegas, but I think it has spawned into its own little thing now. The mod is looked at as more than just a mod, but a brand new Fallout game or DLC that brings players to new areas, experience new quests, interact with interesting NPCs and more. Fallout New California adds an all-new story around a new player character, an adopted resident of Vault 18, embarking on a journey throughout the wastelands of the New California Republic's Cajun Pass. Cajon Pass. I'm just going to call it Cajon Pass. Why not? Which is based on Black Bear Mountain National Forest in real-life California. 20 years before the events of New Vegas, the protagonist resides inside Vault 18. Vault 18 was originally a vault that was designed to have its inhabitants know of the other experiments being conducted in the vaults. However, this was never initiated as the senator who passed this experiment and was going to be in charge of the vault was killed during a car accident in the Great War. Or in the 2 minutes the Great War lasted anyway. Another MP took control over the vault after these events, executed 2 Vault-Tec agents and the Overseer. Assuming control, the MP didn't allow the experiment to go through and cut the cables allowing the inhabitants to observe the other vaults and making Vault 18 into a democratic society. The story goes on, years pass, I think about 200 years, and the vault ends up going to shit. Like they always do. As the Vault Patriots, originally a defense program designed to teach Vault inhabitants to defend the Vault, start uprising and a battle between the Vault security and the Patriots break out. It is here when it's revealed that the main antagonists are in fact the Enclave, or at least remnants of it anyway. Anyway, this leads to the new protagonist leaving Vault 18 and into the world of New California. New Cali apparently has a bigger map than Fallout 3, features new weapons, armor and quests. I kind of expect the map to be big, especially how the game has had a longer development cycle than that of Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. Well, I think it's longer than Fallout 3 anyway. Fallout 3 had what, 6 years? 5 years? Do you know what, I'm just going to start calling this a game because it's too big of a project to simply be called a mod. So yeah, just going to call it a game from now on. The game will feature a full-fledged New California Republic radio station, which will hopefully feature old and new songs. When I mean new songs that we haven't heard before in Fallout, and not new songs like Justin Bieber. The game currently has over 14,000 lines of voice dialogue, which is impressive, especially how Fallout 3 had around 40,000. New California has 3 major factions that the player can interact with. First one up is Enclave Squad Leon Edas. Hopefully I said that right as well. Which is a major antagonist faction in the game and consists of the surviving Enclave personnel following the destruction of the Enclave oil rig in 2242. Second, of course, this is kind of a given, the New California Republic is another major faction since it takes place in California. Yeah, I've noticed I've been saying California a lot this video. They actually joke about that in one of the articles the project lead posted. I can see the NCR having a dominant presence in the wasteland since it is on their home turf. And it should be interesting how they interact with the world and how the NCR controlled state works. I wonder if it's a lot more civilized place, or if there's still hunters or like gangs and all that, pillaging everywhere, towns being raided constantly, I don't know. In New Vegas there was like a prison system and all that as well, so it was pretty cool. The last major faction is the Raider Alliance, or Survivalists, as they are also called. This faction is an alliance of raider tribes ruling over an area called the Pass. The player can join the raider alliance if they wish, but I see the NCR not respecting that decision whatsoever. The player's choices throughout the game will result in different outcomes and endings. The player can even get totally different series of quests depending on what their choices are at the start of the game. Fallout New California is free for all PC players, but you do need to own Fallout New Vegas. I'm not too sure about if you need to own the DLCs, but I can imagine so. Project leader Brandon Lee says that the game is very close to release, with the game being available after a few more stress tests and nitpick refinements. Brandon also says that they aim to have a release date announcement trailer online at the end of April. And if you're watching this, you already know that we aren't in April anymore, so we're just sitting here waiting patiently from an update by Brandon, you know, hey, it's on this way this May. Actually, that's pretty good. But you know, hopefully this update that's inevitably going to come out by Brandon isn't a delay and it is the release day trailer, because everyone's waiting for this. There's a lot of major journalists out there that actually have been covering this mod. That's how big this mod is. A lot of people, this mod is getting a lot of attention by a lot of people. So that's it for this video, guys. What do you think of my first Fallout topic video? I aim to do these everything we need to know about videos for other big Fallout projects in the future. If you have any comments or any bits of information that I've missed, please write down in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions on what other Fallout mods that I should cover, then please write down in the comments below as well. Also, by the way, we have another survival horror video coming out soon. It should be out this Sunday. Another update is the Great Brawl. That is actually being edited. The final version is being edited now. And I should have a release date out for that soon as well. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I should see you all later. So bye-bye.